Nathan, I need you to do me a favor.
What's up?
I need an extra $500 this month for child support.
This month too? How many months in a row have I had to do this now? Are things really that tough for you?
I'm sorry.
I don't want an apology, just tell me what exactly do you need the money for? The regular amount should be enough to support Chloe, and you're working too.
About that. To be honest, I'm suffering from depression.
What?
The doctors say it's likely due to stress from work. It can get really bad sometimes.
I had no idea.
I've been seeing doctors about it, so I'm missing a lot of work. Money is really tight right now.
It's gotta be tough going to work if that's the cause of your stress. Has it been getting any better since you've been seeing doctors about it?
Well, a little. Sometimes it's so bad that I can't go to work, but Chloe is here, so at least I'm not alone. I'm doing my best. I just want to get better so I can go back to work full time.
I see. Don't work too hard though. That could be bad for you right now. Why don't you let Chloe stay with me until you get better?
Huh?
I know you probably don't want to, but think it over.
Hell no! I'm trying my hardest for her. If she weren't here... I know I was a bad mother for sleeping with another man and splitting up our family, but Chloe is my whole reason for living.
Okay, I understand that, but given the situation, just think about it. Shouldn't you do what's best for Chloe right now? She should have a say in this as well.
Yeah, right. If I did that, you'd just try to take her away from me. You're gonna try to get custody, aren't you?
Well, to be honest, I want Chloe to live with me. I think I've been doing pretty good with her, even without having custody. Whether I have custody or not, I just want Chloe to be happy. If you're having these problems, I think it's probably putting extra stress on Chloe.
If Chloe weren't here when I got depressed, what would I do?
Like I said, that's when you'd be putting the most burden on her. Chloe is in junior high. She's still a kid. She doesn't need to deal with this. If you really want to get better, you need to check yourself into a hospital or stay with your parents for a while. Don't you think you should be focusing on getting better first?
Check myself into a hospital? You've gotta be kidding. And moving back in with my parents would only cause more stress, not help it.
Either way, if you don't do anything, you're just putting a huge burden on Chloe.
I make sure I don't put any stress on Chloe. I'm just gonna keep doing this for a few more months and we'll see how it goes, okay? If I see that I'm putting any stress on Chloe, I'll consider letting you take her.
Okay, I'll wait a few more months.
Thanks. And don't mention my depression to Chloe. She knows I'm missing work because I'm not feeling well, but I don't want her to know it's because of depression.
You haven't told her?
No, I don't want her to worry.
But if you decide to let her stay with me, you'll tell her, right?
Okay, that's fine. Thanks.
Chloe, it's gonna be your birthday soon, isn't it? The next time I get to see you, I'll bring a present. What do you want?
Nothing.
Huh?
I don't need anything.
Really? Well, you're already in junior high school. I guess you're growing up fast. Do you want money instead so you can buy your own gift?
No! Shouldn't you be paying something else before you consider getting me a gift?
Huh?
Why didn't you pay Mom this month? Mom told me not to say anything, but I can't stand it anymore. Mom says it's your fault we don't have any food.
Are you talking about the child support payment? I don't really want to talk to you about that, but I've been paying it every month.
Is that so? Then how come we don't have any food in the house? We can't afford anything I need. I have to borrow everything from my friends.
Is your mother there now?
No, I think she went out with her boyfriend.
Boyfriend? Hasn't your mother been sick recently?
No, I don't think so. She's the same as always. She's always out seeing her boyfriend.
Is that so? I'm not giving your mother child support anymore. I'm not paying her anything anymore.
What? Then how am I supposed to live?
Well, I was thinking maybe you should come live with me instead. What do you think? Do you want to come live with me?
Huh? Mom said you don't want anything to do with me. She said that's why you didn't take me in the first place.
She said that too? That thought has never once crossed my mind. When I divorced your mother, you were still in elementary school. It was the court's ruling that you should be with your mother. That's how it usually works here. I've always wanted you to live with me.
Really? You mean Mom's been lying to me this whole time?
I guess so. I'm sorry for all of this. There wasn't a day that went by that I didn't think of you. I've always wanted us to live together.
I had no idea. This whole time I thought you hated me.
Of course not. You're the most important thing in my life. Have I ever missed a visitation day?
No, I guess not. I'm sorry, Dad. I haven't been nice to you since the divorce. I was always in a bad mood when you came to visit.
It doesn't matter. Just seeing you made me happy.
Dad, I want to live with you. Mom won't do anything for me. She only gives me her old hand-me-downs and things she doesn't need anymore. I've been saving the change I find in the laundry to buy things I need for school. It's been really hard. I've been wondering how we became so poor.
Chloe, I'm really sorry. It won't be like that anymore.
I don't know.
What time do you think your mother will be home?
Probably tomorrow around lunchtime.
I see. I'm coming to get you right now. We'll get something to eat somewhere and talk about this.
Okay. I've got lots of things I want to talk to you about. Thanks for telling me the truth.
I need to talk to you about the child support payments and Chloe. Can I give you a call now?
What do you want this early in the morning? Don't call me now.
Why? Are you at your boyfriend's house?
Yeah. Why? You got a problem with that? We're split up. Who I'm with is none of your business anymore.
I don't care who you're seeing, but I do care about Chloe. I'm not paying you child support anymore.
What? Why?
There's no reason to.
How can you say that? Don't you care what happens to your daughter?
I do care. That's why I'm not paying you anymore. I've been paying child support this whole time, and I just found out you weren't using it to help Chloe.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I'm the one who's going to be asking the questions now. You've been spending all of the money on yourself, haven't you? Chloe is crying, saying she hasn't had much to eat for the past few weeks.
You're with Chloe? It's not your visitation day.
My daughter's in trouble. That's why I came. That's the only reason I need.
What do you mean in trouble? She's fine. She's not sick or anything. I'm the one that's sick. That's why I can't look after her 24/7.
That's why I wanted to look after her. I didn't want anything like this to happen. You promised you'd let her live with me if you were causing her any stress. So I'm taking care of her now. You have no right to complain about it.
I have her legal custody. You can't just take her anytime you want. I'll just call the cops and have them bring her back here.
I figured you'd say that. So I've already taken her to the Child Services Center and explained everything.
To Child Services?
Yeah, because you're not fit to be a parent. You don't feed her, and if you do, it's only the leftovers from your meal. You just laugh and tell her she gets lunch at school every day, so that should be enough for her.
I'm not doing anything wrong. Chloe's still alive, isn't she? So I'm doing enough.
Doing enough? You think that a growing child only needs one meal a day? What about weekends and holidays? There's no school lunch then. She feels so bad because she has to ask her friends for food.
She should be thankful I feed her at all.
Is that all you can say about this? I can't believe you. On top of all this, you told Chloe that I hated her. How could you manipulate her to think that?
I wasn't manipulating anyone. Chloe is a girl. A mother can take care of a girl much better than a father can.
You weren't even looking after her. You only wanted Chloe so you could take child support from me and spend it on yourself. You've been taking all the money you get from me and the government to spend it on yourself. You didn't give anything to Chloe.
That's not true. I've bought her clothes. I've given her food.
Apparently, you only did that when I'm around to see it. When I visit, you have her try on new clothes to make sure she looks good. But when I'm not around, it's a different story. Chloe's told me everything.
She's told you everything.
I see.
After everything I've done for her, this is how she repays me? I'm getting tired of this.
Chloe doesn't owe you anything, and I'm not gonna let her live with you ever again. Chloe's gonna live with me.
Whatever. I don't care. I just wanted to get as much money from you as I could. I planned on kicking Chloe out of the house as soon as she graduated anyway, so I guess it's fine. I'll just live happily with my boyfriend.
I'm never gonna forgive you for taking all that money and spending it on yourself. It was for Chloe. Expect a call from Child Services. They're gonna want to talk to you.
What for?
You had custody of Chloe. We've told them about everything you've done to her. Stories like this are all over the news. What were you thinking, not taking proper care of your child?
Huh? No. The stories on the news are all about little kids, aren't they? Junior high school kids can take care of themselves. It's no big deal, right?
Of course it's a big deal. She's not an adult.
Hold on a second. What's going to happen to me?
That's up to Child Services and the police to decide. I have every intention of getting full custody of Chloe.
I don't care about that. What's going to happen to me?
Look into it yourself. Neither Chloe nor I care what happens to you.
Nathan, how's Chloe? I've been messaging Chloe, but it doesn't look like she's read any of them.
She's fine.
That's great. Would it be all right if I talk to Chloe? I want to see her and apologize to her.
She says she doesn't want to see you. I think you should just leave her alone.
I've changed a lot since then. Child Services and the police have helped me see the error of my ways. My parents are really angry at me too. They've even written me out of their will.
It serves you right, lying about depression on top of everything else. You're a real piece of work, aren't you?
I'm sorry, but I've finally realized something. The happiest I've ever been in my life was when I was living with you and Chloe. So I was wondering if we could all live together again.
What are you saying? You have a boyfriend, don't you? Chloe has finally settled into her new life. You can't always think about yourself. You have to consider Chloe too.
I broke up with my boyfriend. There's nobody better than you.
I know that, but I would never want to live with a person like you again. I couldn't even stand to be in the same room as you. I haven't forgotten anything you've said to me.
I don't know what happened to me. I wasn't myself then. I realize I haven't treated you right.
I'm glad you realize that, but it doesn't change the way I feel. Don't ever message me again about getting back together. It makes me uncomfortable.
Nathan! I've changed, I swear. Please, at least let me talk to Chloe one more time. I just want to apologize. Mom, this is the last time. Chloe? Chloe, is it you?
Dad's been texting on his phone constantly for a while, so I peeked to see what he was doing, and I saw you were talking to him about me. You're making Dad upset. Just stop.
Chloe, I'm sorry. I've changed. I really have. I'm really sorry for the way I treated you. Can I please see you again?
No, Dad told you already. That's why I blocked you. Stop trying to message me.
Chloe,
you've never once acted like a mother to me. After you divorced Dad, you were always out with your boyfriends, and you lied to me and told me Dad hated me. I always wanted to live with Dad.
Chloe, I'm sorry.
I can never forgive you, no matter how much you apologize. You must be crazy if you want all three of us to live together again. Your boyfriend dumped you, didn't he? You didn't just break up, he dumped you, didn't he?
No, he just wasn't as good as your father.
No, he dumped you. Did you forget you made me add your boyfriend's ID to my contact list?
He was contacting you without telling me?
No, I haven't been talking to him. I just got one message from him the other day. He heard you got arrested, and he wanted to apologize. Apologize that he didn't realize how bad of a person you were to me.
Huh? But he ignored all of my messages.
Of course. Because you let your kids starve. You were always out with men instead of caring for your kid. You told him you had joint custody of me and that I was staying with both you and Dad. You lied to me, to Dad, and to your boyfriend.
Haven't you ever heard the phrase, the end justifies the means? Don't judge me.
Huh? I have no idea what you're saying. You have no right to tell me how to live my life. You cheated on Dad. That's why he divorced you. Everything is your fault.
I'm not the only one to blame. I didn't cheat on your dad. I was seduced by another man. It was his fault.
You're always blaming someone else, aren't you? Stay away from us. Dad and I don't want you in our lives anymore. I'll never forgive you for what you did.
Chloe, when you become an adult, you'll understand. Marriage isn't so easy, you know. It's complicated. Chloe's not reading your messages anymore. If you're upset, punch a pillow. And you know what? I am an adult and I don't understand you. How dare you say the end justifies the means? It's not my fault. Chloe said she'd never forgive me. That's right. Do you really think you should be forgiven? I have no money and things are really tough right now. My family won't talk to me anymore. My boyfriend dumped me. I didn't have to go to jail, but after getting arrested, I was fired from work. Please, just help me out for a little while. I don't know who you are anymore. I have no reason to help you. Why? You've always helped me when I needed money. I did that for Chloe, not for you. Why would you think I would give any money to you? Idiot. I can't live like this. I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't have any food. It's that bad. But you're still alive. That's enough, right? What are you saying? I'm living now, but if I don't get any food, what do you think will happen? Remember, that's what you said about Chloe? Did you forget? After that, Vanessa's parents contacted me and told me that Vanessa had disappeared. She'd stopped paying rent where she was living and apparently ran away. Her parents had co-signed on the house, so the landlord contacted them. One time, she secretly waited outside of her house to see Chloe on her way home from school. Chloe said she just ignored Vanessa and doesn't know what happened to her after that. Knowing Vanessa, I doubt she's even thinking about us anymore. I think the only reason she came here that day was to get money. I don't know if she's living with another man or living on the streets now. Either way, it doesn't matter to us. My daughter and I are enjoying every day with each other. At her mother's house, there was never any food in the house, so there was no way for Chloe to cook. But now we enjoy cooking meals together every day. She even helps clean up the house. We're living the perfect life now. Every time I do something for her, she always says, "Thanks, Dad," with a big smile on her face. I don't ever want her to have another sad day again. Vanessa was a terrible person, but I do thank her for giving birth to such a wonderful daughter. As a man, some things are hard for me to talk to Chloe about, but I want to make up for all the love and affection I couldn't give her when she wasn't living with me. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button.